What the holy hell, man? Yo. Chat. Chat, I don't know what's going on, man. Might be time for a new PC, bruh. I'm gonna try to launch Netflix again, but the last 2 times I launched Netflix, PC crashed. The last time I tried to launch, is it the music that keeps kicking you? No, man. Sounds like something my wife would ask. No. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna try to open Netflix again. And if it crashes again while trying to open Netflix, I think I can pinpoint the problem. Okay. Netflix is back. Not missing much. Everything. I mean, it. Man. I don't know what the hell is going on with my PC. Maybe it's time to take it in for a tune-up. I don't know, man, but hey, we gonna keep it rolling, bruh. Did I clear my cookies and cache lately? Yes. I mean, like 4 days ago. Plus, if you didn't know, I just did a live stream today with Ross, Dub from In the Clutch, and JD.
Pierce. Make sure that this match actually makes it to WrestleMania. I have decided that Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar will sign this contract tonight separately. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. For once in his life,
This sucks.
Adam Pearce is correct. You damn right they will sign separately because now it's WrestleMania Fight Week, which means no one.
I'm behind. All right.
No, I don't.
Well, now it's on commercial. Now it's on commercial. I could have caught up.
underway at Allegiant Stadium.
Now I missed everything that happened before, and I'm watching them build the WrestleMania set right now. Let's see if it'll let me go back. Oh, well, whatever, man. So depressing, bro. I don't know.
Against Alexa Bliss. Yeah, Bayley.
Man, this sucks, bro. I don't know what's going on. When I tell you that I'm on this PC constantly, every day, all day, most of the day, and nothing came up. No issues. I even went live earlier today. Nothing. The second I start the stream, it just loses its damn mind. Twice.
Twins, Bayley and Lyra, and Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
And then when it came back, Charlotte's on my TV. Man, it's really messed up.
Irresistible forces can be seen as being at a disadvantage. Two women with massive targets on their back, but if anybody is equipped to handle the pressure of the moment, it's Nia Jax and Lash Legend. They look absolutely unstoppable lately. Nikki Bella still rehabbing from an ankle injury, hopes to be ready by Sunday. As Charlotte and Lyra now square off for the first time.
How did my PC crash then come back and put Charlotte on my TV?
Who had a WrestleMania moment last year when she won the tag team titles with Becky Lynch. We would later find out that Becky attacked Bayley to take her out of that.
Anyhow,
Lyra's glorious moment.
Pam get them pants on. Oh snap.
Here present ringside, Bayley of course excited that she's not missing WrestleMania for a second straight year, but a tall task awaits. Wow, look at that. Tremendous ability to work out of that, then a kip up by the Queen, Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, of course, one of the most decorated women in the history of WrestleMania. She's tied for first with...
That's so messed up, bro. I have no idea why.
Well, Charlotte Flair on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania just feels
Everything
right.
chose to just literally crash out
WrestleMania.
the second the stream started.
This Charlotte Flair who's so concerned with her image.
The only thing that happened on both occasions is that I opened Netflix.
It's not the Queen. I want Charlotte Flair, the most dominant female competitor in WWE history. That's who we need to see in Vegas. Well, Lyra Valkyria not going to back down from Charlotte Flair. Charlotte, remember, won the inaugural WWE Women's title back at WrestleMania 32.
All right.
She was part of the first ever women's main event at WrestleMania 35. Lyra Valkyria.
All right.
Nice takedown of Charlotte and a spinning heel kick. Catches Charlotte covered now by Valkyria. Charlotte kicks out.
That's a vibe killer, bro.
She didn't slip tonight. Bayley clearly didn't learn anything.
That's a straight up vibe killer.
Her eye off of the task at hand, that being Lyra's match with Charlotte Flair.
Maybe needs an update. No, there's nothing to update, man. It's on the web browser, bro.
Charlotte sidestepping Valkyria, but runs into a boot. Lyra, Intercontinental Champion, one-time tag as well, and Charlotte Flair drops her to her knees.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe it's Netflix. Bro, I don't know. It's kind of hard to narrow down what it is. It's much easier to eliminate what it's not. You know.
Trying to rally the WWE fans tonight in
Sucks,
Sacramento.
bro.
Here she comes. With Charlotte able to
But
out of the way, and a big boot will drop Valkyria.
we
Charlotte takes over.
go on.
The match continues.
I am back just in time to catch all of the WWE commercials.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the
just in time. For all of the WWE commercials. I don't know what happened, but I now know that my entire day tomorrow will be spent dissecting this entire PC, bro. And we all know how fun that's gonna be, man. Man, it sucks, man. Nonetheless, let's get back into the vibe, bro. Let's get back into the vibe. How was everyone's weekend? It is WrestleMania week. That's why I don't have time to completely dissect my PC this week to not have it back up when I need it for my next stream because it's WrestleMania week. So bruh. Bruh. Switch browsers. That is the first reasonable suggestion, but it also doesn't explain quite a few things over on this end. Without getting into like the complete details, it still doesn't explain a couple of the things. I'll tell you guys this much: I've come a long way from when I first started on YouTube, and my computer knowledge has vastly increased. That's why I'm completely puzzled as to what went wrong. As I run all of the scenarios through my head.
This is a one-on-one matchup with Charlotte and Lyra, and Charlotte's dominating. You're absolutely right. This is an opportunity for Charlotte and Alexa Bliss to inflict a little early punishment on Lyra.
Take a look at it tomorrow, man. But if it crashes out again during this stream, I'm gonna have to just call it a night. I've already uploaded like 3 live streams in the last half hour. And before YouTube starts getting all pissy. Just gonna call it. But we got Bird Girl versus, for some reason, Charlotte is still on my TV. Like, my computer glitched out so hard, it put Charlotte on my TV.
Once again. Moonsault, but Charlotte got the knees up.
So disappointing, man.
Blair looking to cinch it in. Wait, inside cradle by Valkyria. And again, Charlotte has to kick out. Charlotte was going for the figure 8. Nice step up in Zaguri by Valkyria.
All right. I missed the opening.
Caught her right in the chin.
Did they explain why Charlotte is here?
Trying to place Lyra in
anybody know? That's my top concern right now. For some reason, Charlotte is on my TV.
Moonsault connecting. Cover by Flair. Kick out by Valkyria.
They didn't. Of course they didn't.
Charlotte can't believe it, but there is one thing we've learned about Lyra over the past couple of years.
The good news, Alexa Bliss is also on my TV, but the bad news is she brought Charlotte with her.
Perfect moonsault from Charlotte Flair. Perfect landing. If anything, Charlotte may have been guilty of a bit of an arrogant cover there. But again, Lyra showing her tenacity to her opponent in the entire world.
It's so baffling, man.
Rally the WWE fans. Charlotte now looked like she was going for an actual
It's so baffling. So I did watch Dynasty last night, sort of. Here's what happened. I didn't buy the pay-per-view. I didn't buy it because the last pay-per-view I bought, I didn't really get a good return on investment per se. So I wasn't about to buy it again and then risk not getting that money back. So I just didn't even watch it, bro. You know, they have locked down and stopped password and account sharing for like the apps that use it. So the kind people that were letting me stream on their accounts and stuff like that, you know, grateful for them. But it got to the point where I was watching it and the people that paid for it were not. And I didn't want to have that anymore. So I just didn't stream it. I ended up watching it on my super box, and it was very glitchy. Like, it kept rewinding at times, it kept cutting out at times, and I had to like refresh it and stuff like that. So it wasn't stable enough to stream it with my super box. So I just sat at home with my son, chilled, and watched it on the couch. And then the stream died like, I don't know, like 10 minutes before the main event.
Hey, that was a massive win for Lyra tonight. And if you're Bailey,
so
you do what you need, I guess. It's WrestleMania season. I agree with
that's why I didn't stream it. I didn't watch it. Or I watched it, but I didn't buy it. And unless AEW comes up with a streaming service or something like that, or my financial situation changes, I'm not gonna keep buying these AEW pay-per-views that cost all of this money. I got a login from someone for the ESPN for the WWE pay-per-views. That works, but you know, it is what it is, man. It's tis what it is. I started to post about it to see if anybody had a way to watch it, and I'm just like, you know what, man, I'm gonna stop fucking bothering people about this shit. I'm just not gonna stream it.
I show speed training with the Vision?
No, but I seen you beat him up off screen.
Well, we are gonna get a chance on that cross-eyed halfway, but
oh yeah.
Wait a minute. Man, what you doing here? Well, it's good to see you too. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This family is just one big mess. I'm dealing with a lot on SmackDown. I got Jacob, Tama Tonga isn't here, and he should be here. And then every time I watch Raw, you two just make the family look bad by hanging out with this clown.
Well, little brother, seems like you got a big problem.
My man, hold on. You know what? You know how Adam Pearce has been hitting us up all day? How do we get the Usos on Raw? How do we get LA Knight on Raw? He just gave us a solution. Here's what I'm thinking. All of you, meet us out there. Any three of your goon squad, because at WrestleMania, we got a little six-man. Why don't we get a little practice run here? I'm talking him, me, Jim, and you all get smacked.
Make it a tag team match, player.
Yeah.
What up, though? Juan, how you feel, bro? I forced you to watch along at Michigan Sports Fan. I'm sorry, man. Terribly sorry, bro. Just, I don't know, man. All I can say is this. I'll be done coaching my kids' league soon, and I will have some more free time to roll out a couple of the things that I got set up. So we got playoffs starting tomorrow. Playoffs end on Saturday. So next week I'll be done with that. I'm not doing baseball with my son. I'll be there for him, when I can, but I'm not coaching it. So next week, man, time to start cranking out the content, bro. It sucks. This is the week of WrestleMania right now. But now I'm seemingly having a PC issue. I just upgraded my my internet too. So the irony in it is I had Xfinity out here to my house today in my backyard, checking my lines, checking everything. And I ended up doubling my speed since the last time I saw you guys. And for streamers, the important thing is not necessarily download speed, it's upload speed. My upload speed went from 50 megabits per second to 300. So I'm up to 300 megabits a second, man. So my download is 2 gigs. 2 gigs, 2,000 megabits per second. So do I have fiber? No, I have cable. So it's not the internet. The internet is in pristine condition. Plus, I know everything that just happened in front of me when it happened twice. It's the PC. It is the PC. And I keep my PC very clean. I just cleaned it up. Like I said, like a few days ago. Everything's working fine. Faster, cleaner, smoother. Just did a live stream today on Ross's channel. By the way, keep tabs on Ross, Kicking It with Ross, or In the Clutch Entertainment. I don't know which one they're gonna upload it to, but me, JD, Ross, and Dub just did a WrestleMania Roundtable, man, and it's good stuff. Uh-oh. Netflix just crashed. Oh, God. Reload. Okay, it's back. Okay, it's back. All right, we're good here. So we just did a WrestleMania Roundtable. We did about a good strong hour. We streamed it on Twitch live. So if you were already followers of In the Clutch Entertainment, then you got the live exclusive to that roundtable. If not, then you got to wait till the YouTube upload. I just switched to AT&T fiber today. As a matter of fact, I was getting charged $220 for unlimited internet with Cox. Yeah, Xfinity has by far the absolute best internet service around here, at least, and for pretty much everybody that I know that has it. I mean, the speeds are incredible. The speeds are incredible, man. I'll give them that. I had to upgrade some hardware to keep up with all of those damn speeds and everything, and I did all of that. So my internet is pristine. But now my PC is tripping on me. It's like I'm feeding it too much and it's choking. I think I'm just straight up feeding it too much. How you think the Hulk Hogan document? Okay, I'm gonna stop reading the rest of that. Stephanie Vecker. making her way to the ring. In the words of the immortal Iron Sheik, fuck the Hulk Hogan, bro. She is beautiful, man, but they are, I feel like they're not doing enough with her. Look how she comes out with an extreme lack of energy. I mean, she just comes out just monotoned, and she got, you know, her WrestleMania stuff going on right now, but it's, man, it feels like they could be doing more with her for sure. Oh, D Nice, I cannot wait till you hear that roundtable we did, man. You are gonna lose. You're gonna bust an internal gasket listening to how everybody just trashed your precious WWE, man. Unfortunately, everybody agrees with me. It's just not in a good spot.
Between yourself and Liv Morgan over the last several weeks.
So all those times you try to make it make sense and I try to tell us to let them cook and try to tell us this marinade, bruh, the fans have spoken. WWE is not in a good spot right now, man. And I think that's the scary part is we are in WrestleMania season. This is supposed to be their cream of the crop. This is their best of the best. This is the best they can do this year. You're not going to get better stories out of WWE outside of WrestleMania season. This is supposed to be the best they have. And it's boring.
I knew your mother was trash, but I didn't know she raised a little bitch.
That is the word of the week. They like saying bitch.
Man, this thing is just escalated.
Voy a acabar contigo en WrestleMania.
All right, I'll wait till WrestleMania. The Care's gonna settle this now. Stephanie and Morgan in a brawl here on Monday Night Raw.
These women weigh like 55 pounds soaking wet. They can't separate them. Diesel with the $1.99 super chat. Says, I'm clueless. How do we use tip jar again? Diesel, it should be in the description of this stream, my friend. If you go to the stream and go to the description, you will see a link for the tip jar. They are definitely kicking up a notch. See, that's what I mean, man. I don't... That is what I mean. Where is let me see.
Overnight, Liv Morgan made her choice. Liv Morgan earned this opportunity. Stephanie McCare has been a fighting champion, two of the best in the business, throwing down Saturday for the richest prize in the women's division. That'll be on WrestleMania Saturday. There's our broadcast colleague, Kelly. Will try to get
It's freezing again.
As she was wiped out at the beginning of that fight. Nonetheless, WrestleMania Saturday. That'll be for the women's world title. On WrestleMania Sunday, it's for the women's WWE Championship. Jade Cargill.
Oh no, are we frozen?
Rhea Ripley, and things really heated up on SmackDown this past Friday night. Yeah, Rhea Ripley on a mission, bringing the fight to Jade's cohorts, her baddies. First taking out B-Fab backstage before Mi Chin spilled the tea. And Jade Cargill decided to return the favor, taking out Rhea's friend, former tag team partner, Io Sky. The Storm with a statement on SmackDown. Yeah,
oh no, I'm frozen. Can you guys still see me live here? I think you can, because on my OBS, I'm still going.
These two go at one another for the WWE title.
Jackie Redmond backstage with Io Sky. Io, we have seen you come to the aid of your good friend Rhea Ripley multiple times over the last few weeks. But after your match on SmackDown against
Jade Cargill, see me?
Is there anything that you want to say?
All right.
I lost.
I don't regret fighting for my friend. And at WrestleMania, no one
There
will
we
be
go.
rooting
Think I'm coming
for
back.
Rhea Ripley more than Io Sky.
I think I'm back. Okay.
Rhea is not
You guys were frozen on my end.
なんか言わすねんボケ
I gotta refresh this. You guys were frozen on my end. I had
will be rooting for Rhea
no
Ripley
control of my
more than
screen.
Io
There we go.
Sky.
We're back.
Okay.
We are
Rhea
back.
is
All right.
not your family. なんか言わすねんボケ Last year, you went into WrestleMania
We are back.
as Women's World Champion. Woo. But this year, you're just Rhea Ripley's sidekick. I haven't forgotten about you or Kyrie. Kyrie, you don't have to listen to this. Kyrie, 目覚ましなさい、黙る。
Leave Kyrie to her abusive relationship.
To her senpai. She'll prove it tonight against you. Right, Kyrie? Right. Senpai. Good girl. Come on.
Oh, here come the Yeet boys. You got approved for $933 tax refund this year, federal and state combined. I don't know if that's good or bad for you, my friend. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's normal for you. This is what I wanted to pull up.
And I already saw some comments.
Here are the thoughts of Jason Salamonster. Good friend. Very unbiased takes. This is what he has to say.
And I already saw some comments in the chat and in other places from people saying, oh, well, this is the reaction that Pat McAfee is talking about. He's talking about the IWC. He's getting everybody riled up. It's getting the reaction that it's desired to get. There are people who I swear to God, they will defend every fucking thing this company does until their dying breath. They will take that WWE cock and they will shove it down their throat until they fucking gag and their dinner will be all over the fucking floor.
Remind you of anybody here?
They feel compelled to defend every move that this company makes. The point is not whether or not Pat McAfee goes out there and gets heat. Pat McAfee can go out there and get heat.
Sound like anybody we know here? I mean, look, just because you say that your favorite company is not putting on very good product right now doesn't make you a traitor. It just makes you honest. And if this is entertaining to you, okay, here's my example of this. Follow me here. There are certain movies or songs that I am a big fan of, but I know in my heart of hearts that they're not good. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it could be a cult classic, but the thing is, I know they're not good, but I'm not so blinded by my personal interest in it that I'm going to go around telling people that it's great. Oh, man, this is the best movie ever, bro. What do you mean? This movie is fantastic. I am still, within my faculties to say, bro, I know this movie sucks. I know it's bad. I know the acting is not good, but I don't know what it is. But I personally just enjoy it. I don't know. Guilty pleasure. I don't know. I know it's bad. but I like it. There's a couple of movies just like that, a couple of songs just like that. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I like it, so let me defend it. Let me try to put it over somehow. Let me try to convince people that it's good when everybody around me knows that it's not. Bro, WWE is not in a good place. It is not. And convincing yourself or anyone that it is, you either don't know what a good place is for a wrestling show, or you're just trying to convince others to drink the Kool-Aid that you have drank with the cult that you're in, because it's just not good. I want it to be good, but I know what's good and what's not good in pro wrestling. And right now, there is nothing going on in pro wrestling that is good. It is all bad. It is all bad, man. Convincing yourself that it's good is just copium. It's just straight up copium, man. There is nobody putting on a good product right now. And I hate that about wrestling. I love pro wrestling, man. This is middle of the year type shit for WWE. But we're in WrestleMania season. D Nice says fuck it, let's go. I'm like, oh my God. Sorry guys, I woke the sleeping bear. Okay. Yeah, he's got his cape on. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this, D Nice, but again, I'm having severe PC issues. I'm having PC issues. So we're going to give it a go.
Like winning.
We're going to give it a go, see what we can do. I hope it stands up. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Solo! I love you, Solo!
And their opponents, the MFT.
Solo's music is kind of funky, man. I dig it. In a day and age where we're used to all of the music being bad. So hearing somebody with good music is kind of a breath of fresh air. Okay, let's connect my phone to the mixer. Okay, that worked. Okay. That worked. So far, so good. So far, so good. Now, let's connect the phone to the PC, which is where it could get a little sketch.
Sort of been
Let's see.
Tomatonga saying, why are you joining forces with this MFT group? Go out on your own. Oh. Only time will tell what decision chooses. You know, and one of the things too, I think that Solo's upset about is the tags made, and here comes main event Jey Uso, is the fact that
all right.
that is pushed back a bit on the authority of Solo Sikoa. He got in Sikoa's ear, said enough of this lantern business with the Wyatts throwing you off. In fact, he even compared
Why did they do
Solo
that?
at one point to Roman Reigns.
Well, listen, when the MFT
Okay, wait.
first was formed,
All
they
right,
were
let's try
dominant.
this.
They destroyed everything in their path. Good Lord, Jey Uso taking out JC Mateo. The Usos and LA Knight are rolling.
Okay. Why is it going full screen though? 1 second. Why is it going? It's going to look a little different. Unless, let me try some. I'm scared to try anything. Let me try something else. Let me try something else real quick. Open phone link. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. All right. All right. Now we're going to connect the phone screen. Okay, that looks better. Minimize it. Full screen. There we go. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get D Nice in here. I am going to. Oh, we're not doing Twitter. Get out. We are doing meets. Let's see. Meet did work better. New call. Create a link. So far, so good. I'm like so worried to do anything. Oh shit, I gotta open. Oh no. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Wait, where's the link? Oh, here it is. What the hell? Bro, the link is acting funky. It says copy to clipboard, but it won't paste. Now it won't. Oh my God. Bro, we gotta go back to Twitter. We gotta go back to Twitter. All right. Now let me close. Of course, it won't let me close the fucking window. Can you hear me? Because I cannot hear you. Hold on. All right, how about now? Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I got you. Okay. I see the meet link, but forget it. We
So
are
for
we're here.
you're modulating real bad.
I am. All right, then.
Oh well, okay. Now you're back. I actually sent you a meet link on X on Twitter.
I know. That's what I said. You didn't hear that. Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay, then I'm gonna cancel that. All right.
Okay.
I can't close my window. I'm trying to, but Twitter sucks. So whatever. So we're just gonna leave it up. All right. All right, my friend. Why is WWE so awesome right now?
Okay, so I'm on. I'm on.
You're on, man.
All right, because you called down the thunder. Now you have it. Okay.
I know. Come on. Let's hear it.
Okay. Look. Let's start with this whole Logan Paul stuff. Because you sent me Solomon's video and everything. Look, I will say this. This whole thing with not Logan Paul, with Pat McAfee and stuff, it's wonky. It looks very clunky to me. I don't know what's going on. I'm willing to say, look, if we go into night one of WrestleMania and they just have a match and there's like a little bit of interference with Pat McAfee and Randy goes over and that's it, I'm going to say, yeah, this whole thing was kind of dumb. But if there's something bigger, which I would not be surprised, I wouldn't put a paycheck on it, but I would say that if there's something more to this that they just haven't let the whole cat out the bag yet, then I think a lot of people will be eating crow afterwards. But when you say something like WWE's in a bad place right now,
Yes.
I can't go by that. I can't go by that. Here's one reason. They have, I believe, I just checked WrestleTix. They have 13,000 people, and I saw what I believe Kratos said in the chat, talking about, oh, they didn't announce a single match. They have 13,000 people sold out for Raw. That was more than what AEW did for a pay-per-view last night. They have been consistently for Raw and SmackDown averaging somewhere between 12 and 15,000 people in attendance. Okay. So you can't say that WWE is in a bad place. You can't say WWE is in a bad place just because you don't agree with the booking. Just because you believe that the booking is bad because you would do things differently. There will be some things that I would do. They're showing the Randy Orton and I don't remember his name. Buggy Whip guy. Buggy that's what CM Punk called him last week. You know, I mean, and that's just one match. It's like, did we all forget that Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar is happening at WrestleMania? Did we forget that as CM Punk versus Roman Reigns is happening at WrestleMania?
Oh no,
WrestleMania sucks because of
remember that.
Yeah, WrestleMania sucks because of Cody and Randy. That's just one match. You know, we're still getting what I believe is at least two other main event matches. When I believe, you know, if we want to reference Solomon, we want to bring him up. I believe what he probably would have gone more for would be more of a teacher versus student kind of bill going into the match. Would you agree?
I want to give you the floor because it is your time.
Okay.
It is your time, my friend. Now I don't want to, because I'm going in a complete different direction, but I do want to give you the platform to say what you have to say about everyone saying that WWE is in a bad place right now, but you think it's not.
Okay, so a lot of the critics, because not all of them, but a lot of the critics are saying, oh, WWE's in a bad place. Look at the metrics. Other than the fact that WrestleMania isn't sold out yet, and that's because of the Hyde and King Jr. from nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall kind of ticket prices that they have. So I lost my train of thought in the middle of my sentence there. If you don't know who Eddie King Jr. is, watch the 5 Heartbeats. But yeah, the ticket prices are high. So, but I believe that Dave Meltzer put out earlier that after the whole thing with McAfee and stuff that happened last Friday with the discount from Rams trucks and everything, that that they moved another 1,500 tickets for WrestleMania Saturday. So it's still there. It's still highly possible that WrestleMania could sell out both nights. They're both nights are over 40,000 right now, so they're somewhere around 90,000 total right now. As of the last time I checked WrestleTix, which was they updated a few days ago. So I'm just not buying this whole it's WWE's in a bad place. They have stars for the future. They have the Oba Femis and the Javon Evans and the Trick Williams. These guys went massively over. They have guys for right now. Gunther, for instance, he's coming out. I think Seth still has a little bit of time left. He still has some, tread left. Punk is still there. They have guys for the future and guys for now. They got guys in NXT who are probably going to be coming up soon, and gals. There was a time where I was concerned about at least the male side, but they've kind of shored that up a bit. I'm not. Am I saying that it's perfect? No. Am I saying that I love everything I see on TV? No. As a matter of fact, I turned off SmackDown last Friday night. I was bored and I was tired. It was the end of the night, and to be honest, my girlfriend wanted some. So hey, hook up with my girlfriend or watch Friday Night SmackDown. I'm yes.
a good wrestling show for me will take me away from having sex with my wife. But don't listen to me. I've been married for a very long time. Okay. Maybe it wouldn't work for my girlfriend, but wife probably. Now, you equate WWE being in a good place to things like ticket sales and all this other
ticket sales and making money and
wait, okay. I let you talk, right?
Okay.
Now, ticket sales, their ratings and all of these statistics. When I sit and watch a pro wrestling show, I don't look at it and sit and watch it and say, wow, their ticket sales are so entertaining to me. And, ooh, look what they made last quarter. That is so entertaining to me. I don't care what they sold. I don't care what their ratings are. I don't care how much revenue they bring in. If I'm sitting and watching your show and it's boring, nonsensical, or just not living up to the standard, which is WrestleMania season, what you do financially and statistically does not matter. That stuff does not save you. And not even the fact that those numbers aren't even the best, but I'm not here to debate those. I don't care about those. I'm watching the show and the show is not entertaining. That's all we care about. As a fan, I don't care about the ticket sales of WrestleMania not selling. If the WrestleMania was sold out, I would not be sitting here saying, yeah, the show is great because now it's sold out. I don't care about that stuff. I'm a fan who wants to watch the show and be entertained. And when I watch the shows, I am not entertained. Now, you say that I don't like it because they're not doing things my way. You don't have to do things my way. The only reason you know what my way would be is because the way that they are doing it is not entertaining. So my way is just a suggestion. My way is not the only way. You could suggest a number of different ways that would be highly more entertaining than the route that they chose. I feel like they chose their routes for a multitude of reasons. It could be politics. It could be this. It could be that. It could be other. I don't know. But all I know is that the stuff that they chose to do is not entertaining. It is not good shit. It is not compelling. It is not stuff that's making me saying, ooh, man, I cannot wait to see next week. I cannot wait to see this match. Nobody is sitting around saying, ooh, I cannot wait to check WrestleTix and see how they're doing. Nobody cares about that shit, bro. Now, especially if tickets cost $100,000 a piece. I mean, look, do you? I'm not going to buy your tickets. So you can charge whatever the hell you want. I'm not paying for that shit. If somebody else wants to pay for it and sell out your venue, great. If they don't, that sucks for you, but whatever. Just put on an entertaining wrestling show. And they're not doing that. And that is the problem. Nobody is saying that they suck because of their finances. Nobody cares about that but you. I don't care about how much money they make or how many tickets they sell. I care about the show, the storylines. That's the part I care about. And it's just not entertaining. And I'm far from the only one that believes that. It is not good enough. Especially, now I'll bring up statistics, especially if you expect people to pay the absorbent amount of money that you're charging for their tickets. I will be putting on the absolute best shit I possibly could if I had the balls to ask people for this much of their hard-earned money. Do you feel like WWE is booking with their absolute best foot forward? Is this the best they can do? Because they're charging people like it is.
Can I speak? Am I supposed to answer that?
Yeah. Is this the best? Do you feel this is the best they can do?
I believe that a lot of it is the best they can do with what they have to use.
What are they limited with? Talent?
Talent, injuries.
What talent do they not have for WrestleMania that they need?
They didn't have Braun Breaker.
No, I'm gonna stop you. I'm gonna stop you after Braun Breaker. So I'll give you Braun Breaker. What else?
They don't have Braun Breaker. They don't have Bronson Reed.
No.
They didn't know if they were going to have Seth back in time. They didn't know.
No, I'm not giving you Bronson Reed. Bronson Reed is not holding up WrestleMania, bro. Seth and his injury.
Bronson Reed was.
Bronson Reed is not a goddamn needle mover for WrestleMania. Do not want to hear about Bronson Reed. Seth, I'll give you.
He was a piece.
No.
He was a piece.
Bro, are you now trying to tell me that WrestleMania is not where it should be because of the absence of Bronson goddamn Reed?
I'm not saying just Bronson Reed, but he was a piece of the vision. Seth Rollins was part of the vision. The vision was going to be one of their biggest things going into WrestleMania. If you believe the rumors and everything, the original main events were supposed to be Cody versus Punk and Roman versus Rollins at WrestleMania. Obviously, all that stuff got scrambled. When you have people who come out and you don't know when they're coming back, now you have to completely reconfigure all your main events, and you have to try to start the feuds in order for them to make sense in time. Or else we get something like what we have here with Rollins versus Gunther, where a lot of people are saying, oh, it's going to be a cool match, but there's not a whole lot of story behind it.
The most divisive thing going on in WWE right now is the implementation of Pat McAfee into this Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes feud. Are you saying due to injuries? No, that's not an opinion. That is the most divisive thing going on in WWE right now. It is. That's not an opinion. So do you believe that is happening due to injuries?
Yeah, the whole entire landscape of what was supposed to be the WWE, the WrestleMania main events got messed up with injuries. So now here it is, we're stuck with this. And for whatever reason, whether you believe Ari Emanuel and TKO got involved and they decided to insert Pat McAfee, or they just felt as though, Cody versus Orton needed more of a so they included Pat McAfee. However they did it or why they did it, that's why they did it. Now, the execution of this is clunky. I believe when you DM'd me the Solomon's video, and I believe I responded back. There's sometimes where there's a good idea, bad execution. Sometimes it's a bad idea, but it's really good execution. I think that the whole thing with Pat McAfee is a bad idea, but pretty good execution, because Pat McAfee's a hell of a promo. But, I just believe that as a whole, when people say, oh, WWE's in a bad place, No, they're not. And how do you tell? All because you don't like it. That means I mean there's still 13,000 people, for instance, in Sacramento who did like it. Hell, what 40,000, excuse me, 30 or 40 million people still approve of the job that Trump is doing. If we want to go that route, are they wrong? In my opinion, yes. You know,
Bro,
help me.
bro. WWE is very grateful for fans like you. They are, because they can put out mediocre bullshit and you will still defend it. Still defend it.
I don't defend anything. I have been enjoying the road WrestleMania. I think I've said this before. I think a lot of critics didn't like this year's road to WrestleMania because it started slower. The reason why is because the Royal Rumble is in January. WrestleMania is in April. There's still a ton of time. There's a ton of time,
Ton of time.
TV, and all that stuff.
WrestleMania is this weekend.
No, I'm talking about the build as a whole from the Royal Rumble to now. It's about 4 months in between. That's a lot of TVs. You count up the TV hours that you have in between the end of the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, and that's all that time still has to be filled.
My championship, and now you're
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. WWE is actually in a good place right now. You guys are all wrong. The community, everybody that I know who watches wrestling, everybody that I see, and I'm talking people I know. People on social media that I don't know, they're all wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, David Rice has it locked down. It's in a fantastic place. Do you think maybe
It's probably
you have rose-colored goggles on and you're not seeing what everyone else around you is seeing?
I know I see everything. I pride myself on being as impartial and wide visioned as I can.
Derek Fleming just said it absolutely best. Monster is the most fair. He is the most fair mofo out there that I know. He's gonna call it that he sees it, and he calls this shit garbage. I mean,
Well, he doesn't he doesn't like the angle.
bro, you don't have to.
Am I flipping? Am I flipping cartwheels over this whole thing? I'm not liking it, but I'm saying I'm saying let me see how this whole thing plays out. And like I said, if this plays out and it's just a match for the main event of WrestleMania night 1, and
Bro, we are
Pat
done.
McAfee involves himself.
We are done letting shit play out and letting Triple H cook, because WrestleMania is here. If you order, say you're going to fucking Disney, the most magical, happiest place on earth, and I'm just using Disney as an example. Your destination to where you're going is supposed to be fabulous, fun, just some of the best memories and times you're going to have. And when you get there, you're going to have all of this fun. But to get there, it's about an hour drive. And in that drive, you call an Uber. And that Uber shows up in an absolute beater that keeps breaking down with an absolute stench of an interior. And it's hot with no AC. And you can't say, but when I got there, I had all of this fun. Because great, you had fun when you got there, but the ride to get you there was an absolute nightmare. And it doesn't make the ride better because I enjoyed the destination. You have to somehow get your fans to enjoy the build and the end result. You can't just have them all sitting there and up in arms talking about how bad the product is just for you to be like, see, WrestleMania was fun, wasn't it? So the build and how we got here, even though you didn't enjoy it, it was good because you enjoyed the show. That is not how it works. You were less entertained for weeks and weeks and weeks. getting there just to give me a good show. How about you keep me entertained for the build and the show itself? How about both? Why do we have to go through this struggle to get to our destination just to be like, see, now it all makes sense? Bro, it's bad. Nobody is walking around calling WWE bad just to get under your skin or just to say, because when it's good, we're going to call it good. The fairest of fairs is going to call it good. Triple H, there are reports out there that Triple H is aware that fans are unhappy with the product right now. Now, why would that be a thing if things are actually as great as you just painted them out to be a few minutes ago?
That Triple H he's aware. He's aware of critics.
He's aware.
We all know what
he's aware
we all
of.
know
Hold on.
how,
He's aware of the specific frustrations involving the Pat McAfee inclusion. I'm not talking about the overall. I'm talking about specifically the way Pat McAfee has been included into this Orton-Cody Rhodes feud. Now, why is that a thing if everything is actually going pretty well?
Because that's one thing. Now, granted, it's one of your WrestleMania main events. I'll say that, and I will say that this whole thing with Pat McAfee, it's very clunky to me. But for something like this, I want to see how it plays out. And if it plays out like trash, I'm going to call it trash. Jim Ross, one time on his podcast years ago, said that a lot of times the things that you see on the pay-per-view, but before you critique it, wait until the follow-up. Wait until the following night to critique everything that you saw at the pay-per-view. Now, I don't feel as though we have to wait for everything for the following night after WrestleMania. I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that let's wait for WrestleMania to play out before and then go back and critique the build when it comes to this whole thing with Cody and Randy and Pat McAfee and all that.
But did you hear what I said a second ago? How come you can't enjoy both? Why do we got to get a shitty ride just to have a good show and then go back and say, see, that doesn't mean anything. The ride was still shitty.
It was one build that was clunky. What about CM Punk and Roman Reigns? That's been great.
Oh, I can't wait till you get to this roundtable that me and the Clutch did with JD. We also broke that one down. It's not great. It's not great. And I think the frustrating part about that feud is they have the potential to do great because they have so much to work with, but it's lazy creative booking, man. And look, and that is the overall theme here of the problem that we're encountering with WWE. It's just lazy creative booking. And I think everybody in this chat right now and everybody that I've spoken to online and everywhere about WWE is that it's just lazy creative booking. And it is, man. You know, remember when Bryan Danielson was on this run up to WrestleMania 30? Remember like the build that we got, the cage match with the Wyatts and all the excitement and the lead up to WrestleMania? I'm not talking about the WrestleMania. The WrestleMania was great. I'm talking about the fantastic build that we got going up to it. We got both. The build was fun and the show was fun. Why are we supposed to sit here and just be like, well, let's just wait to WrestleMania? How about we get entertained during and at WrestleMania? Why do we have to wait for one?
I don't particularly remember the Daniel Bryan feud being. I don't remember that feud knocking down my door. You know, to me, in my eyes, as I remember it, it was, bless you, he was kind of inserted into the main event, not at the last minute, but kind of at the last minute because Batista, I believe, won the Royal Rumble that year, and you know, it was one of those things where it was, I guess, public outcry. The crowd kind of wanted Daniel Bryan to be in the main event, so they got him into the feud with Triple H. They ended up having the opening match at WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan won the match and then got to go on to the main event and won the whole thing.
I'm aware.
But that feud didn't jump out at me. You know, the feud going into WrestleMania 40 was par
do
excellence.
you remember how bad that they tried to book us that Batista Randy Orton thing, and how the fans revolted, and then they listened to the fans and changed course? The Yes Movement became an actual era, and we got the huge payoff, and it was a thing of beauty. 2 weeks ago, they shipped out Pat McAfee to go out there and insert himself into this feud. They had a week to absorb it and then come out to correct course the same way that they corrected course with Orton and Batista and make the fans happy going in. These mofos came out and doubled down on Pat McAfee and kept giving the same shit that fans are now more pissed about. I don't understand how you don't see how they are just shoving shit down your throat and expecting you to like it. They can do so much better. Why are you accepting this mediocre bullshit that they are feeding you?
Okay, I have a question for you then. What would you do? How would you book the Randy Orton Cody match to make it better? Because I'll tell you, coming out the Elimination Chamber when Randy Orton won it, I was like, it'll be a good match. I'm interested to see the build. I'm interested to see how they go with it. I think this is it's a creative way. I'm not going to say it was like, oh my God, like I really love this build. I'm not saying that I love the build. I'm not in love with it. I'm saying I'm more along the lines of, let this cook and see what's going on, because I think it might be something a little bit more to this that we have to let play out. Sometimes there's things that are just bad. They just are rotten. Brock Lesnar squashing Kofi Kingston on SmackDown when they premiered on Fox. That just sucked. We got
to wrap this up. What do you want to ask me again? Because you trailed off.
Sorry.
No.
What? How would you book Cody versus Cody and Orton?
So here's
keep in mind.
So here's,
you gotta sell tickets.
So here's the thing. It does not matter what I would do.
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay,
one thing I don't like.
Nope, fine.
People will say,
let me talk because we gotta go. So,
okay,
fine. What would I have done? I would have turned Randy Orton heel. I would have did a double turn with Cody, and I would have played off of that. Why do we need Pat McAfee?
So you would turn Randy heel and then have Cody do a double turn. How does that even work?
Well, I would have.
Saying doesn't make sense.
Well, I would have double turned. Randy Orton's already heel, right? I would have turned Cody heel.
No,
basically.
Randy Orton was a baby. Randy Orton was a baby face coming out of Elimination Chamber. There were two baby faces.
I would have turned Cody heel at WrestleMania.
Okay. Now, what about your long-term plans?
If you ask me to book my long-term plans before this commercial break is over, it is not my job to sit and write creative for long-term plans. That is Triple H's job.
Well, no. What I'm saying, no. What would be your long-term plan with a heel Cody? You don't have to detail everything.
I don't.
Does he go over WrestleMania?
I don't know. I'm not sitting here booking the show. I'm not going to sit and fantasy book down the road for Triple H to do something stupid and be not like. It is not the point. The point is what he's feeding us is trash. Now, give me time, and yes, I will sit here with my pen and pad and write some shit far better than what we're getting. The point is the shit that they gave us is trash. Nobody's gonna insta book. I can't look. I'm gonna tell you right now. How would you book the TNA main event coming up for the next pay-per-view? Motherfucker, I don't know. I hadn't thought about it till right now. That's not the point. The point is what they've done.
I don't even know what the TNA main event is.
If I told you, you wouldn't be able to book it on the fly. The point is, he has sat down with a team of people and came up with Pat McAfee. What? Why? Why are we inserting Pat McAfee into a Randy Orton Cody Rhodes feud at WrestleMania?
If you believe, if the rumors are to be believed, Ari Emanuel came in and said, "Hey, I have Pat McAfee available for you. Use him."
That's it.
They didn't want it to be. They didn't want it to be babyface versus babyface.
Does that make it good?
They wanted. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not. That in and of itself doesn't make it good. What I'm saying is that when you get thrown something, just like last year with Cena, the whole thing with Cena got messed up because The Rock was removed from the equation for whatever reason. I don't know.
Well, we're not going to go off rumors because who's the head of WWE creative?
Triple H.
So who's responsible for our WrestleMania build?
Triple H.
So everything else is a rumor. We don't know. A rumor means it could be true, but it also means that it might not be true.
Well, no. We know that because we've heard Cody and some other people make comments about like, oh, we had this, and now all of a sudden now we don't have this, and they were talking about The Rock.
Literally, you just said if the rumors were to be true. So you got to agree that rumors. That's what I'm talking about now. Rumors could be true or they could not be true. But who's in charge of creative?
Triple H. For what long story short, this is what I'm saying. Okay, they were obviously given for whatever reason Pat McAfee to work with.
We don't know that.
I believe that
we don't know that.
We know that because we see Pat McAfee on the TV.
That could be Triple H's call. That could be Triple H's call. We don't know why Pat McAfee is there. We know Triple H is head of creative. Is he not?
Well, he is.
But we don't know for sure. It's not like Triple H or Ari Emanuel has said, yes, I put Pat McAfee in this. We don't know.
I didn't say that he put. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that Pat McAfee was made available to them.
We don't know why he's here. But we know Triple H is in charge of creative, though.
Okay, and for something like this, I say let it play out. For this situation, I'm not talking about Rise to Disneyland or any of that shit. I'm saying for this situation right here, let it play out. Now, like I said, if there isn't like some greater power, if Shane McMahon doesn't come through and completely take over the match or some crazy stuff happens, I'm going to say it was trash.
Bro, if the play out turns out to be good, the build was trash. If the play out turns out to be bad, the build was still trash. The build is trash.
No, if the play out is good, that means that the build made sense. Now you can go back and see how everything made sense. Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Okay, so the last season with Daenerys Targaryen, how everyone was like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, how did they flip her and do all this? She was Daenerys Targaryen the whole time. She wanted to be queen the whole time. She was willing to do whatever it takes, including genocide, to get her crown back. You go back and you trace the breadcrumbs back, and it all made sense. It's just that a lot of people didn't like that.
And they didn't enjoy the ride. They didn't enjoy.
And now you're modulating again.
They didn't enjoy their shitty car with no air conditioning on the way to the place that was fun. You can't say, oh, well, this was fun, so if you go back and look at it, that ride was great. No, the ride still sucked. Just because the destination is fun and it makes sense, you still took people on a shitty, bumpy, hot, steamy, uncomfortable ride to get there when it's supposed to be fun to get there. The ends does not justify the means, is what I'm trying to tell you with this let it play out shit. We're not enjoying the ride. We have not enjoyed any of this build. Let it play out might work for a week or two or so. Okay. But you have to keep the fans engaged and entertained on the way. You can't give them week after week after week after week after week of not good shows to give us a good pay-per-view and then say, see? But we didn't enjoy getting here. I didn't buy tickets because of how horrible the build was. I didn't watch the show because of how horrible the build was. You have to entertain along the way and at the show. Can you at least agree to that? It's okay. So disagreeing is saying it's okay to put on a shitty build just to put on a great pay-per-view. Is that what you're saying now?
I don't believe that it's a shitty build.
Okay,
I believe that it's a build where it could be if, like I said, if the whole thing if the ending doesn't live up to everything, then I'm going to say, yeah, the build was shit, the match was shit, fuck the whole thing. If if craziness happens at the end and my jaw drops and everyone in the arena is like, then I'm going to be like, yeah, then it made sense. Everything that we saw leading up to that made sense. And I'll be willing to say, yeah, that was good. That was a good story that they told. Um, and it was impactful. I will say that. Okay.
No, you won't. First off,
This
no,
is
you
just one
won't.
thing. I'm not.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, first
Yes,
off,
I will. I will be the first. I will be on the stream. I will be on the stream saying this shit sucks. You're streaming WrestleMania, right?
no, you won't. First off, no, you won't, because no matter what happens, you're gonna say it's good. We know that. It does not matter what happened. You're gonna justify it and say it was good. What would be bad? What would be bad? What would be bad for you? Preemptively tell me what would be bad, so when it happens, you can't go back and say that it's good.
If Randy and Cody are just going back and forth, Pat McAfee interferes, smacks somebody upside the head with the belt, and it's pin 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
and
so
I'm going to be like, okay,
so
yeah, that was anticlimactic to me.
So
I'm expecting craziness.
So if Orton and Cody are going at it and Pat McAfee interferes, then you'll say that's bad. Because I'm gonna write this down.
If it's just Pat McAfee, what I'm saying is that in order for me to say that and this is like, wow, really good, and I'm going to say the build, and I'm clapping my hands, there has to be some serious shenanigans that go on during that match. I'm talking about that has to be the Dusty finish, the Eddie Graham finish, whatever finish you want to call it. It's got to be some shenanigans in that main event.
So let me get this straight. If Pat McAfee gets involved and is a part of the decision of the match, you will then say this shit sucks.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's just Pat McAfee.
Oh, you want more people to get involved?
I just say if it's that's what I'm saying. I want people to be involved. I want shenanigans. There needs to be some serious shenanigans in this match, but it has to also make sense with the build.
So a match
if
between
The Rock shows up, if The Rock and Shane McMahon and Arya Emanuel show up on the stage and they do the whole little thing, and then Pat McAfee wallops Cody with the belt, and Randy Orton goes down, and The Rock is the ones that count 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna be like, yes, love it. Anything short of that, I'll say it fucking sucks.
Okay, all right.
I will say that I was let down. Thank goodness I got night 2.
Oh, see, you're already optimistic for night 2. See, you are.
Oh no! Night 2's going to cook, unless all the matches suck. Night 2's going to cook.
Oh my gosh, bro, we got to get back to the
people
show,
already.
Man.
Yeah. We've had way too much fun.
You are a WWE / TKO's dream, sir. And at the end of the day, don't let anybody tell you to not enjoy your pro wrestling, man.
I'm not going to enjoy my pro wrestling. I'm not. I'm going to love it.
You're not going to enjoy it?
From the world's best company.
There you go, man.
All right. I'm chilling big time, man.
Yeah, this is all being recorded too, so I'm so happy.
This is just to be funny. This is for comedic purposes only. I just broke my plate easel.
This whole thing was for comedic purposes only, man. You are I feel like you are literally the only person enjoying this WrestleMania build, except maybe like some 8-year-olds who, I mean, maybe they're enjoying it. I don't know. They probably still cheer for Cody too. I mean, I don't know. But nonetheless, man, we got to get out of here. WrestleMania, yeah, I will be streaming. Oh my God, my phone's about to melt. I will be streaming WrestleMania, so we'll be live to unfold all of this together this weekend, my man.
All right.
Take it easy.
All right, you too.
All right, peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Mr. Mr. David Rice.
Oba Femi live WrestleMania Sunday. Earlier tonight, Brock Lesnar.
Why are they playing Triple H's music right now? It's always fun, man. And look, at the end of the day, it's also fun to get the opinion of someone outside of your own.
At WrestleMania, the ruler, Oba Femi.
You know, I mean, WWE good. They're doing good. They're cooking. Here comes Oba. Man, my phone is so hot right now. Like, it's skin burning hot, man. The opinion of someone outside of everyone else's. It's a unique take, man. I'll give D Nice that much. I mean, he definitely has his own opinion, and it's not gonna be swayed or skewed due to anyone's thoughts or podcast or anyone like that. So it is what it is. And like I told him, I tell everybody else, don't let anybody convince you to not enjoy your pro wrestling. All right. If everybody on the planet is telling you it's bad and you love it, then enjoy it. Then enjoy it, you know? What is he supposed to do? Stop enjoying it? Like, oh, I can't like this because everyone else is liking it. Enjoy your pro wrestling, man. If you're enjoying yourself, if you're having a good time, let it continue. Oba's a killer. Hide your passwords, everybody. Here we go. Oba came out, did his shtick, signed them shits. Oba has a mic. Don't give him your password. I had to turn my phone off. All the way off. I restarted it a couple of times, my phone. You know, I restart my phone maybe about 3 times a week, something like that. But I rarely turn it all the way off. My shit is off right now.
My entire life, I've never, ever seen someone come across to the audience as the biggest star in the industry as fast as Oba Femi. And being in the industry my entire life, I know where I'm safe and I know where I'm not. You, sir, are a violent man. So I'm gonna stay here if that's okay with you, but being that you're a violent man, that's the thing.
My phone wanted to melt all that bullshit away.
You, Oba Femi, are the most violent person to come into WWE since...
My phone has a stylist.
Since Brock Lesnar. You are the fastest rising star to the top in WWE.
Oba Femi, but WWE's in a bad place. No, man. WWE is awesome and is being carried by Oba Femi by himself.
You are the most impressive fighter. You are the most impressive combat athlete.
I think it's okay to turn my phone back on now. There we go.
Excuse me a moment. I have to be honest with you. You're starting to piss me off.
Nobody questions the talent. We question the bookers. Derek, please stop making sense to this guy. He's going to love it. He's going to love everything they do.
Everything that you've built comes crashing.
I'm learning this. I'm trying to teach you guys this now.
In Suplex City, it comes crashing down with an F5. It comes crashing down when you, Oba Femi, will be conquered.
Nobody is saying the talent sucks. Saying creative sucks. He doesn't get that, bro. He's in his bag.
There's no shame in this loss for you, Oba. There's nothing but pride. You, sir, are in the real main event of WrestleMania, and when you get conquered, and by God, you will be conquered Sunday by Brock Lesnar.
Bro, I gotta tell you.
I give you my word.
I'll tell you guys after this.
I promise you, when you need to rebuild your career after WrestleMania, my door will always be open to Oba Femi.
Paul, it's taking everything in me to not come down that rank and beat you pillar to post. But it's deeper than that, because the physical pain and scars will heal. No. Listen, if I beat him up, the physical scars will heal, but the emotional wounds, when his beast loses at WrestleMania, will last forever. And as far as your door of opportunity, go ahead and close it now, because the only door that I need open is already open, and that is the door to WrestleMania. Because 2 months ago, you and your beast
Leave politics out of wrestling. Tell WWE that as they pose with MAGA in the White House.
to step up without even caring who would. And why would you care? Because there's been 25 years.
And I hate people that try telling me what it leaves this out of this. I'm a grown ass man, dog. Don't tell me what to say.
I have 4 weeks of history that says
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I don't like telling people what they can and can't say. So I kind of like when people don't tell me what I can and can't say.
And it's never personal, Paul. It's
You know,
never
we're all
personal.
adults. Don't be like offended.
It's all just business, but
I
it's
can't
not
hear it.
business
Don't tell me
anymore.
things I don't want to hear.
This
Bro,
time,
relax.
it's different. You can feel it. I can feel it. They can feel it. It is time to put an end to the beast, and you've been there the entire time. You've been there the whole way.
WWE is one bad decision away with this match from ruining Oba Femi.
A good mouthpiece.
Y'all think it's a foregone conclusion Oba Femi's gonna win. Bruh.
Because Paul, if you were honest, you would have come out here and you would have said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and my client, Brock Lesnar, is scared of Oba Femi. He is afraid of Oba Femi because I am the ruler, the destroyer, the bringer of war, the mountain that you cannot climb.
They don't want to hear it because they're uncomfortable. I smell guilt. I know, right? Their guy kind of turned out to be a fucking asshole, huh?
He will meet his end because I am the one. I have always been the one.
It's cross-eyed. I just realized it.
I'm the one, Paul. I am the one. And I know it. They know it. And at WrestleMania, you will know it too.
I can never remember anyone in history going into a match with Brock Lesnar with as much confidence, with as much lack of fear as Oba Femi. The bringer of war ready for battle. And a reminder, this match will kick off WrestleMania Sunday.
Oba is winning. He better. He's in the ESPN match, so it's a showcase for Oba. Bro, y'all, man. I know who should win. I know who should win, and that's Oba Femi. Who's going to win? ESPN don't mean shit. Hell, I could see ESPN wanting Brock to win because Brock is a former UFC guy. And they don't want to see a UFC guy losing to a fake wrestling guy. So because somebody else said so, Brock has to win. I mean, Triple H, either Triple H is in charge or he's not. And since Ari Emanuel is fucking calling the shots, that maybe Triple H is not in charge. Maybe he's in charge until Ari Emanuel is in charge. Maybe The Rock is in charge. Triple H is just a fucking puppet if all he's doing is going out there and pulling the strings that Ari Emanuel and The Rock want pulled. What is Triple H there for then? But UFC isn't on ESPN anymore. It doesn't matter. It's still a combat sport. It's still MMA that was on ESPN. They still run MMA. They don't want to see a top champion from MMA lose to a pro wrestler. All kinds of ridiculous shit could happen, man. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that Oba is going to win. Oba winning is the right thing to do. Who's going to win? I don't know. What if Brock doesn't want to do business? What if that doesn't work for me, brother? This Liv Morgan song is terrible. The video was entertaining as shit. Brock isn't like that at all. Is your best friend now? Is that what Brock told you? Brock's not like that anymore. Brock's changed. Brock does everything. Bruh. Britney Spears is in rehab, so here comes Liv Morgan to try to become a pop star. Here comes Kofi Jr. Hey, don't crowd dive, bro. We don't want you to break your foot. We don't want you to do something stupid while trying to dive into the crowd right before WrestleMania.
WrestleMania Sunday. Javon Evans heads into his
Who does that, right? Yeah, I get it.
But tonight he tags with Dragon Lee against Rusev and J.D. McDonough live next on Netflix.
Brock has been very generous as far as getting guys over. Tell that to Kofi Kingston while his son is coming out to the ring right now. I am not convinced I'm not convinced that it's a foregone conclusion that Brock is gonna lay down for Oba Femi. I would not be shocked if Brock goes over, bro. I would not be shocked. It's like the Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania. I mean, nope. Watch, it's gonna be like, that was different. It's gonna DJ Pooh that shit from Friday. That was different. Watch. Bad Bunny. I got a Bad Bunny commercial. A Bad Booney. I got a Bad Booney commercial. Oh, man. Mortal Kombat. I could not get excited about another Mortal Kombat movie. They've done them so many times, and I think like one was actually really good. I feel like they make them a little too not serious. Like a little, I don't know. It comes off like an anime. I feel like they don't make them serious enough.
Help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
Oh, this is that WrestleMania when Triple H and Stephanie definitely went back to the hotel and had the best sex ever in that outfit Stephanie came out in. I feel like that was like the only reason she dressed up for that WrestleMania. She was like, I'm leaving this shit on. Hunter was like, oh yeah.
Along with Penta, the champion for the Intercontinental title.
He's like, leave it on. I'll take it off.
And JD McDonough wasted little time going after both Javon Evans and Dragon Lee. JD with a history with Dragon Lee. And Dragon out. Away on JD McDonough. JD enters his very first WrestleMania.
They haven't done a good.
This coming Sunday.
Like, they haven't done a good Resident Evil movie either. No.
What an opportunity, Corey.
The weird part about it is the game itself is actually a good movie. Like if you just use the cutscenes and like some of the gameplay, you could actually edit together a pretty good Resident Evil movie from the game. But yet when they make a movie, nah, it doesn't come out well at all.
And McDonough now, I believe the first time he's ever teamed with Rusev, and Rusev now in off the tag. I mentioned before, Rusev does have one ladder match under his belt, a Money in the Bank, but he really, you know, such a different style competitor than all the other ones in this match. How does Rusev do in the ladder match, Corey?
I'm curious to see how it unfolds. We know Rusev has the power advantage over the rest of the field in the matchup. He's going to have to utilize a
Did I read Grace's report? I don't know. Think so. I don't remember it if I did though.
But Rusev could very well pull a big upset.
Remember, no countouts, no disqualifications, no pinfalls or submissions in a ladder match. The Intercontinental Championship will hang high above the ring. You have to climb a ladder to grab the title. You will become champion. And McDonough, tag made to Rusev.
Donna and Rusev working fairly well together to this juncture. Of course, it would be every man for himself at WrestleMania.
And you also got to figure J.D. McDonough is not going to be able to give Dominic Mysterio any backup when Dominic faces the Demon.
How's the Rusev return to WWE going?
That's a good thing, I think. Unless you're Dom. Look at Dragon Lee now, sends Rusev into the corner. Dragon trying to make a tag and does to Javon Evans.
And here comes the young OG.
They're going to become the youngest Intercontinental Champion in history. In his very first WrestleMania, down goes Rusev. And man, the pace is picked up.
Uh-oh, where are we at?
Evans, suicide dive. Driving J.D. McDonough toward the barricade. Catches Rusev with the right hand, and then a kick, and Rusev now stunned. Evans going to launch himself off the top rope clothesline now, takes Rusev down. Javon Evans, such a joy to watch, that youthful exuberance. And now McDonough, wow!
JD, the wrong part of town right now.
Rusev sent over the top rope to the floor. Javon Evans now going to launch himself. Evans now. Rusev caught him with a right.
Evans was able to put the brakes on. Just
What happened right there?
with that one.
Dragon Lee begging for a tag in the corner. Javon Evans, no idea where he's at right now.
Javon might have a busted nose.
And J.D. McDonough drags Dragon Lee to the floor, not allowing Evans to make a tag. And McDonough with a springboard moonsault.
Hey, Tom, I think your stream is a little behind, man. You might want to hit live.
Here comes Evans, who just
You're talking about
McDonough
shit that we
on the
talked
line.
about a long time ago. He's not going to hear that because he's not live.
Rusev was right here in front of us at the announce table. Javon Evans now caught by Rusev. Rusev just picked Evans out of the air, and now Rusev with a fallaway slam over the announce table. Rusev, McDonough have taken control.
Somebody tell Tom to hit the live button so he's not talking about shit that we talked about a long time ago.
My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name. Oh, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look
Another commercial break.
where am I at? I gotta make it in this life. Whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night. Oh, and we all got dreams. We all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do
Oh, how come nobody put it in the chat like I... Never mind. Never mind. All right. Oh no, it's after 9 o'clock and we're still in the match. What's the main event supposed to be? Oh wait, probably Punk and Roman coming out to talk, right? There we go. Yeah, bro, you were bringing up shit that we talked about like 20 minutes ago. Roman and Punk again and again. Yeah, that. Pretty sure that's gonna be it. Did they do a contract signing yet, or is that tonight? Some people are like fed up with contract signings. I don't mind them. I really don't mind. It's a big wrestling trope. I get that, but I like them. I like them. If you're tired of contract signings in pro wrestling, I get that. You know, that tracks. It is done a lot.
I believe Rusev made the tag to McDonough as well.
But me personally, I enjoy them.
Dragon Lee scorching the earth tonight in Sacramento. Can he follow up at Mania? Beautiful Snapdragon suplex.
Dragon Lee picking up the pace. Oh! Spanish fly.
Roman ran out of dates for a while. Shit, he's got a date coming up this weekend.
Red dot from Evans between the eyes of Rusev, and where we at, Cole? We outside!
And that ladder match is going to be so much.
Shouldn't the contract already be signed? Was it a formality? Yeah, I would say it would be like a formality, a public signing. But yeah, one would think the contract would be signed when it's like the week of. Oh my shit. Somebody won with a Styles Clash. I'm so happy somebody won with a Styles Clash. Not another kick out. I also don't like how it's being overdone these days, but at least it was the winner of the match this time.
Opportunity to gain some semblance of an upper hand prior to WrestleMania. Inflict as much damage as possible. And now the accolade.
Booyaka. Booyaka. Rey Mysterio light jogging, checking his pulse down to the ring. It's not a run-in. It's a speed walk-in.
SoCal. Oh, and Rusev now with a wicked clothesline.
The Lion of Bulgaria reminding the field what he is capable of.
Let's bring everybody out here who's in the match.
The spectacular Penta. Penta with a chop to Rusev. And another one.
Bring everybody out who's in the match.
Rusev has laid out everyone. Here comes Evans back into the fray.
Looking for the OG cutter, but Rusev caught him.
How is that for a statement?
It was used last night. Yeah, and it wasn't the finisher.
For your tag team partner, because Sunday it's every man for himself.
Machka kicks for everyone.
And one to Dragon Lee. And now gonna punish Dragon Lee with the accolade.
Oh.
And nobody to come to Dragon Lee's aid. Rusev, spectacularly violent tonight.
Who's the Ray Phoenix guy that I keep hearing about, and where is he? There's no such person.
WrestleMania Sunday, of course, it'll kick off with Brock Lesnar, Oba Femi, followed by this match, the six-pack
Does not
for the
exist.
Intercontinental Championship. It is live.
That is just a rumor. Heard a rumor that Penta had a brother. Is it true? I don't know. Hey, don't you point to that sign. Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't do that. You can't do that. Poor Rusev is never gonna get that momentum back, man. Back to that Rusev day, or those days are gone, man. No more. Come on, man. Get this commercial break done. Wheel Punk out here. Come on. Tell us how much WWE sucks. That's another thing, bro. They got talent out there telling us that the company sucks right now. They got Punk out there and McAfee out there telling us that WWE is all kinds of just out of pocket and shit. But then they want us to believe that it's not. Make it make sense. That was brought up on our roundtable within the Clutch. Like, why are they out here making it front and center that the company is just not in a good place? Punk is saying it. McAfee is saying it. The only one that doesn't believe it is David Rice.
Bigger. We are talking about the greatest of all time hosting WrestleMania. Yeah, it's huge. I can't wait. That's why he's the GOAT, right?
Hey, is that him?
Hold on, please. Is that who?
John Cena. Speaking of which, Danhausen is a new Demandhausen.
Of course he does.
Since he's undefeated and a future Hall of Famer, and most are saying the new greatest of all time, I demand to speak to him. Give me the phone.
Okay, listen. If you want to talk to John, I just said he's going to be the host of WrestleMania. I'm sure he would be delighted to speak with you. So if you could excuse me, I'm actually on a phone call.
Okay, well, yeah. Hopefully I can see him because you can't see me. Ow.
I need a drink. Let me call you back. Okay, thanks. Danhausen.
I need
Guess I
a
can't
drink
see
too.
him either.
Danhausen. Also being booked perfectly. Everything is perfect in WWE. No problems. I think it's fantastic. Here comes Roman. I think I got time to go get another water. So I think Roman's gonna be a while. I don't feel like getting up though, man. I just I'll wait. He gonna be a while. He probably got like 3 more commercial breaks. $10 top. Look, we're going to commercial break again. Look at that. I knew it. I knew it. Let me go get a water, man, because I am getting parched. Roman's still coming out to the ring. All right.
WrestleMania Sunday.
Oh my God, man. And now we gotta wait for Punk to come down to the ring. Now we gotta wait for Punk to make his way down to the ring. Who said 10 minutes tops? That was about 10 minutes ago. It'll take 40 minutes for Hypocrite Phil to get to the ring. Oh, bro, I know. If he doesn't crowd dive and break his foot again.
Sacramento. Acknowledge me.
It's like having these two come out to close the show every last single week is as formulaic as you can get. Okay. Yo, what up, though? Okay.
The day of reckoning's here, the sound of deafening fear.
10 minutes tops.
My energy is next level, so damn you better be careful. I got an angel and devil, he snaps me straight in the temple. I'm ready to be a rebel, I've got a lot of potential hidden inside of this vessel. That shit is so exponential. I need a first class ticket to the top, no limit. I don't play no gimmicks, I'ma take you to the clinic. If you want a taste, come at me and you will be replaced. They won't find a trace of you anywhere or any place.
After watching the cold open, what amounts to a political smear campaign put together by, I assume, by yourself, I've come out here to tell the truth. And I'm gonna have the people of Sacramento be my witnesses. And Roman, you can be the judge and the jury and the executioner. So as I tell my story, as I tell my truth, tell me when I'm telling lies.
Come in this ring, we're not gonna need these mics.
We're gonna be here to the top of the hour, man.
Here's the truth. I've thought a lot about it over the last couple of weeks. I hate you. I hate you because I envy you. This is all I ever wanted. This is the only dream I had in my heart since I was a little kid.
Oh, man.
And I envy the fact that it was handed to you. And I hate that you were champion for 1,316 days. Because after some self-reflection, I hate that I know how hard you worked your ass off to be that great. In the history books, in the future, when they talk about legacy, they're
I heard somebody in the crowd say, "Stop being a hater."
And I hate that number, 1316. I hate the amount of times you've main evented WrestleMania. Tell me when I'm telling lies, Roman. Have I lied? I hate that I envy. I hate that I feel this way.
Compelling shit, by the way.
Sika was a great man. Sika was a great wrestler. Sika was a champion. Sika's a Hall of Famer. And I love and respect the old timers. And I hate the fact that I invoked your father's name in vain. And I sincerely apologize to you. I hate that there's more than one royal family in professional wrestling. And I hate that I envy the fact that I wasn't born into a dynasty. I don't know what having that kind of family is like. CM Punk was born in the backyards, avenues, and alleyways of Chicago. I was a misfit who had to find my own family, and I found my family in the streets of Sacramento. I found my family in the locker rooms of every VFW hall or Knights of Columbus or dilapidated, burnt out Midwest barn, the Fireside Bowl, bowling alleys, abandoned churches. I found my family and my people on the Indies, and I conquered the Indies, and then I went to Japan. I went to England, I went to Puerto Rico, I went all around the world twice. I wasn't handed anything. I wasn't born on third base with a silver spoon. I busted my ass. And I made pro wrestling my home, and I made them my family. I hate the fact that I feel this way. I hate the fact that I have to share anything with you, let alone my first singles match headlining WrestleMania. Tell me when I'm telling lies. On April 19th, just like tonight, I got gold on my shoes. I got gold around my waist. And late Sunday night, after the desert sun is set and that dry air gets cold and there's gonna be steam rising off of my beat up, blood-caked face, I'm gonna have gold above my head. And the ring announcer is gonna be saying, "And still, heavyweight champion of the world," with Las Vegas chanting CM Punk. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
That's probably the truest stuff I've ever heard you say. Up until the end. Let me tell you something true. I hate you too. I've hated you for a long time. But the main reason is because of your relationship with all of them. You see, I hope one day I can get to the point that when I leave, they miss me as much as they missed you. I hope that one day when I leave, they chant for me for 10 years straight. All that's true. That's the truest thing you got, is the connection that you've made with our fan base, and nobody can ever take that away from you. But on Sunday, that's your truth. That's not the reality. The reality is the time is up. I gave you 2 months to hold this relevancy, and you did nothing with it. On Sunday, it ain't and still. On Sunday, it's and new. And this little nostalgia act, this experiment's done. On Sunday, we fix this mess that you started. On Sunday, we make this place where we had it at the very top, worth every single dollar. On Sunday, the tribal chief takes back over, and you, along with the whole world, will acknowledge me.
that was the end of the show. Now, some people, and by that I mean one person, will sit here and say that this promo got them more excited for WrestleMania. Ladies and gentlemen, I am not one of those people. This was almost as bad as Kenny and MJF. That was the go home segment. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for Monday Night Raw. Who's excited for WrestleMania at this point? Let's get out of here, man. I'm gonna go hang out with my kids before they go to bed. This shit. They're in a good place. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's show. Let's get out of here, man. My God. Fucking snore fest. I will see you guys on Wednesday. Sorry about the issue with my PC to start the stream. I don't know what happened. It recovered and then everything worked perfectly fine for the rest of the stream. I need to dissect it and find out what's going on. I'll work on that tomorrow. I will see you guys next time. Peace. Who booked this shit? And hustlers and OGs roam the land that's well known as the throne of Al Capone. It's the land of Lake Shores where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know. This is the Windy City. Welcome to Chicago. So your brother's mounting air and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just the same? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? World famous for the glamour and the rundown spots, a skyline so priceless that none can top. You can hear a different story up and down some blocks, and forever hear them bitch about the Cubs and Sox. It's a place like no other, unequal to most, where the city runs deep from the streets to the coast. But things can get ugly, city streets are no joke, cause the city's held down by the people and folks. It's a place of attitude, we think and we say. From heralds to the palace, this is each and every day. The real cops went to Ira's to drink the pain away, and the real hip-hop is NUR and HBK. It's the land of Lake Shores, where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know. This is the Windy City. Welcome to Chicago.